Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. According to at least a couple analysts that I follow, we're beginning to finally see some indicators that altcoin season could be popping off sooner than later. And at this point, I will say that most analysts that I happen to follow believe that we're not likely to see another leg down in terms of Bitcoin price action. But there actually were a couple today that seemed a little less certain of that being the case, especially given that there was a notable drop in Bitcoin price today. And so I did find a couple that think that it's possible you could still see $38,000 to $40,000 Bitcoin sooner than later, as in we'd see that before Bitcoin continues its upward journey. Now, to be clear, even if that happens, and it's a big if at this point, if it does not mean that we're out of a bull market. We're still in a bull market. It would just be a retracement. All of the idiot retail investors that don't know what the hell they're doing, they will panic sell, and then the market will just resume and they will have lost their money. They will be wrecked. R-E-K-T, wrecked. Because they're stupid. S-T-O-O-P-I-D, stupid. You came here for a spelling lesson. I know you did. So lots to talk about in this video, including when can we expect to see XRP and altcoins really start to pop off? When can we? And there's so much going on. Wait till I show you Spark Token. If you haven't checked the Spark Token IOU, holy frickin' hell, man. The thing is bonkers. I do want to be clear at the outset, though. I am not a financial advisor. I don't have a financial backer of any kind, so I'm not offering advice. You definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say, all right? I'm an enthusiast. I'm no more special than you. I just like to talk about XRP and Ripple and crypto-related stories and news events and make YouTube videos about it. That is indeed all that it is, but I appreciate the support. As I record this, XRP is at 45.3 cents, Bitcoin at $54,128, wow, down 10% over the last 24 hours, and the market cap for the asset class, not surprisingly as well, has taken a beating, $1.65 trillion. Bitcoin dominance still at 61.14%, but you just wait until the altcoins take off. You're going to see that mofo down to... If it's like last market cycle, 35% dominance. You're going to see Bitcoin dominance seriously take a beating. And that's not bad. Like, look, understand that Bitcoin can absolutely still perform well. It can still increase in terms of dollars and its market cap and go up, all that jazz. But if the dominance goes down, that just means that the altcoins are outpacing it. And if there's going to be an alt season, that's going to happen. It's a virtual certainty. Historically, it always has. And if we don't see an alt season, this would be the first time in history that Bitcoin rallied like this, and altcoins didn't take off. And I don't believe that's a chance at all. And I don't know of any analyst that thinks that there won't be an alt season, because think about the way that humans behave within this asset class. It's been a while since I've talked about this, but Bitcoin leads the market, so money will flow into Bitcoin. At some point, people are going to want to take profits after they've invested sufficiently, and then they're going to want to cycle their money somewhere else where they think that they can still get great returns. And so it'll flow into large cap coins, and then if people take profit on that, then mid cap coins, and then small cap coins, and rinse and repeat effectively. Some people just exit, and some people throw it back into Bitcoin at that point. That's historically how things behave. But for this portion of the market cycle, oh hell yeah, you better believe there's going to be all sorts of stuff popping off right here. And so look at the Spark Token IOU. It's currently at $1.27. Oh my god, oh my god, it just jumped up. Did you see that? As I was recording, it just jumped up to a new all-time high. Its previous all-time high was $1.32. It was just on my screen. It just now jumped up to $1.51. What the hell is going on here, guys? That was just a fluke that I caught that. It was on the screen. You guys saw it. I ain't making this stuff up. So there you go. Spark Token IOU acting completely cry. But I don't mind seeing this. I'm just curious as to how the damn thing's going to behave once the actual Spark token is released. Are we going to see some sort of retracement as there's just a flooding of tokens in the market, or would there be sufficient demand on a number of different exchanges from people that are not XRP holders that just want to purchase it and speculate it, that would cause it to just rocket it up rather than seeing some sort of downward pressure? That's certainly possible too. I don't know what it's going to be, but it is going to be a fun as hell ride, that's for damn sure. And you can see Leonidas here, he tweeted this out a little bit earlier this afternoon. And by the way, he's the guy, that XRP community member that runs XRParcade.com, which you should check out if you've not gone there, XRParcade.com. But he wrote, if Spark keeps this up, it is going to make a lot of people millionaires, by accident. And I will admit, you know, when I went on a buying spree seriously for XRP. Like I was dollar cost averaging in for almost 3 years. And I made my last XRP purchase in early October, but I did make some larger purchases towards the tail end, not because of the Spark token, but I must admit, I'm happy that XRP is my largest holding because getting all those free and sweet free Spark tokens. And I know you can't sell them all right away, and there's a distribution plan that takes place over like 34 months or whatever the hell it is, but fine. Perfectly cool. I'll be forced to hold that. And then, you know, or not hold it because technically it won't be distributed, but you got the cut of my jib. Here's Josh Rager, chart analyst, who has 119,800 followers all up on the Twitters, and he said the following about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still okay here. Not every day is going to be green, but the overall trend is still up. And so that was before Bitcoin had hit its bottom for the day, which was like, what, 53,000, what was it, 53,525. So it did go down a little bit further after he cited that, but it's within this box that he put here, I think, or even, maybe it's a hair lower, but regardless, where the price of Bitcoin is now, it's in an area where he personally doesn't think that there's any serious reason to be concerned. If it goes a bit below that, it looks to me like he'd be in a position where he'd be like, okay, now we're not so sure. But at the time he tweeted this a little bit earlier today, he did think the trend for Bitcoin was still up. Il Capo here, who has what, 63,000 followers, another chart analyst here, when he tweeted this I don't know, what was this, 5-6 hours ago, he wrote current price Bitcoin 56,680. So he's expecting it to go down to about 50,000, but then up to 85,000. So he doesn't think that Bitcoin getting down to that $38,000 range is in the cards. But chart analyst Credible Crypto told his 135,000 followers on Twitter something a little bit different here. He wrote, Credible, Bitcoin has broken the highs, but I can't flip bullish yet. Be cautious. High time frame bearish divergence everywhere. And then he had this little thing he wrote as if it was somebody else just kind of being a little punk-ass bitch towards him. Mike Tyson. But Credible, we broke the highs. Why aren't you bullish? You're a no-good stinking perma-bear. To the moon, sucker! And you know he's got to be talking a little soft like that. And see, here's the thing, though. Because he did get comments like that 2 days ago. And now 2 days later, Bitcoin drops $8,000. So point being, he's just saying, it's unknown directionally as far as he's concerned which way this thing's going to go. And he did tweet here just a little bit earlier today. He was asked, in terms of Bitcoin, are you still waiting on that $40,000 region? And just about 2.5 hours ago, he wrote, yep. So he still thinks it's possible. I mean, we'll see. Maybe he's not saying it will hit it. There's not sufficient data to have a reasonably high level of confidence that it will, but it's potentially in the cards. And so understand that chart analysts are not wizards. It's about probability of outcomes. That's all we're talking about here. So what type of multiplier effect can we expect for XRP and altcoins in general? Well, here's a question by somebody named Aaron. I know it's Aaron, but he wrote AA, two A's capitalized, Aaron. All right, Credible Crypto question. Alts outperformed Bitcoin by 16x in 2017. Do you think it's possible that alts will again outperform Bitcoin by at least 2 to 3x or higher? Could we be looking at alts doing 6, 9, or 12x their previous all-time highs compared to Bitcoin's current 3x previous all-time highs? And I'll give you my own answer. I'm not even a chart analyst, mind you, but just my unprofessional opinion is that yes, absolutely firmly yes. I mean, look, altcoins, they haven't, by and large, they haven't really gone parabolic yet, like that point where you see like crazy rocket ship line on a chart, like just straight up. But they still have. And it's just neat to see that a lot of them are still like, 5, 6, 7, 8-fold away from even hitting their all-time highs. And do we think that they're just going to run up to their all-time highs and then stop right there? This market cycle when there's more money in? Do we really not think that the altcoins are going to fly past that? And so even from this level, I mean, you could easily be looking for some coins for 12-fold increases. I won't be surprised in the least if that ends up happening. But if you look in terms of cycle lows compared to whatever the cycle highs end up being, oh my, yeah, I even for large cap coins, I'm sure way, way, way more than 12-fold increase. So it'll be interesting to see. But Credible Crypto wrote here, yup, easy. And I firmly agree with that. It makes all the sense in the world. And Leb Crypto, another chart analyst, wrote, probabilities increased much higher to see alts in full send mode, likely until May. A lot of Bitcoin profits are and will continue to be invested in alts over the coming 2 months, which is what I was saying at the outset of the video. People will take profits from Bitcoin, and a lot of people will, and then they're going to be thrown into altcoins. They're just going to be looking to maximize their profit for this market cycle. Makes all the sense in the world. Hell, you even have the likes of Blockchain Backer, my fellow XRP YouTuber. He said that is his plan, and he's been executing it. He's been very public and vocal about it, how he sold 65% of his Bitcoin. He's going to hold on to the rest just indefinitely, as far as I know anyway. And he's just been cycling those profits from Bitcoin into the altcoins. And mind you, like, he was buying like when Bitcoin was low, like, you know, what, 3, 4, 5, 6,000, whatever it was. You know, think of like March last year. And then so he got the huge gains out of Bitcoin, and now he's trying to maximize profit. So he's just doing what all sorts of other and retail speculators are going to do. They're just going to throw it straight into other altcoins. And that's why last market cycle, XRP, along with every single mid and large cap coin, did go parabolic, period. There were no exceptions. There absolutely were not. I put a tweet out, and I was like, can anybody find one mid or large cap coin that did not go parabolic last market cycle if it was you know, available at that point in time? And nobody could find one single coin that didn't go cray. Not one. And so, given that humans are acting the same right now, so far as I can see, I fully anticipate that Bitcoin, not just Bitcoin, is going to take off, but every single altcoin that's a mid-cap and large-cap coin. And if there's any sort of outliers with the smaller cap coins, there's just so many of the damn things. There's thousands and thousands. I don't know if there were any outliers there, but even they seem to just be ridiculous and take off. And so I watched a video from Blockchain Backer today, and he was actually talking about a number of things, not the least of which was something I happened to have brought up in my video yesterday where I was talking about price, which is the timing of all of this. And so I shared this tweet yesterday. It's just an overlay. It came from somebody on Twitter. I just came across him. And it's just an overlay of Bitcoin price action, which is this orange line, and then XRP price action. And you can see that the charts effectively look the same, but it was just interesting to see that like XRP, as I've been saying on the channel for years, you can just visually see it now, that it just consolidated, traded sideways longer, but then when it went, it really went in a much more notable and fast-paced action than Bitcoin did. You can see Bitcoin for, especially this last half of the year, was trending up, and then, yeah, it did go really parabolic for that last 3 or 4 weeks, but that's not what XRP did. It just had a 2.5 week thing where it was just like rocketed up, and that was it. And so, like, it's a small number of days, you know, out of, you consider a market cycle that's several years, and then you get like, so it's over 1,000 days, and then maybe like, you know, 17 of them are the parabolic price action out of over 1,000 days. So you have to be super duper patient or you miss it. And that's why for me, I never try and time markets on this stuff. I never have sold XRP hoping to just buy back cheaper, because if you miss those the 17 days, you are screwed. You will absolutely miss. And so for me, I've just never been willing to take that risk, because I never know for sure when things are going to get completely ridiculous here. But Blockchain Backer, in his video, he went on to cite just how it was after Bitcoin's peak that that XRP really then hit its peak. And I guess it would have been week and a half, maybe 2 weeks after Bitcoin. I have to go back and look to be sure, but it was something like that. From when Bitcoin hit its all-time high, then all-time high of almost $20,000, to when XRP ran up to almost $4. But XRP wasn't the only one that lagged behind. There were a ton of coins. Blockchain Backer highlighted, I think, like 5 or 6 in his video that he put out today that kind of more or less did the same thing as XRP. They just the straight up crazy action, the true parabolic force. It just happened after that they hit their peaks after Bitcoin hit its peak. So I anticipate that there will be a number of coins, perhaps XRP among them. That's kind of my expectation at this point, frankly, is that whatever the high is going to be for Bitcoin, it's going to rocket up, and then at some point XRP will hit its all-time high after Bitcoin is already on the decline. I will not be surprised in the least if that happens. And so in the meantime, and I've been predicting this for the last 2 years as well, you're going to see all sorts of people talking about the opportunity cost of holding XRP, and oh my gosh, I just kind of invested in this or that, and okay, whatever. And so people are going to be just bitching up a storm. And so, you know, it's okay to hold more than one crypto if you want to do that. I've been purchasing all sorts of other cryptos that have not taken off parabolically yet. but I still want exposure to XRP because I don't know when it's going to rocket, and it could behave different this time. Maybe it does rocket before Bitcoin hits its all-time high for what, you know, whatever this cycle, whatever it's going to end up being. I don't know for sure. So I'm just going to hold it, and I'm not going to be upset because I don't have psychic powers, and like, there's no way that I could have known what was going to happen for XRP price action. I'm not going to beat myself up for that just because, well, if it ends up being the case that XRP is among the last to pop off, no, I'm not going to beat myself up over that. I knew that. I've talked about it on this channel the whole time I've run the Moon Lambo channel on the YouTubes. This is not a surprise. And that's a choice that I made, and it's perfectly fine. I just wanted to make sure I had the exposure, and I do, and I feel great about it. Now, in the short term here, chart analyst Rakesh Upadhyay, who writes for Cointelegraph, if things break down, and mind you, if Bitcoin does tank much further, you could see something like this. He says potentially you could see XRP go down to 35 cents, which I think a lot of people just view as a buying opportunity, and so it's not a guarantee you're going to see it. I even saw, actually, by the way, Credible Crypto, just pulling from memory, he was saying the same thing, 30 to 35 cents. Potentially, but that's if Bitcoin tanks, which is a big if at this point. Now, on the positive side, though, if XRP gets above 50 cents, Rakesh Upadhyay thinks that it's certainly in the cards that you could see XRP rocket up to 65 cents much sooner than later, which I wouldn't mind. I mean, I say let's get this party started. I would love to just see it go parabolic so I don't have to worry about it any longer. But, you know, even if we have to wait until Bitcoin has hit its all-time high for this cycle and it starts crashing down and then XRP goes, fine. I will be happy to hold. Not a big deal here. So I would love to hear what you guys think on all of this, but I personally am feeling fantastic. To me, like, this is so exciting right now. Like, the bear market was fun, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't know if everybody felt that way, but I did. Like, a lot of people were just really not happy because there's just, you know, downward price action, then a bunch of consolidation, trading sideways, but I knew that that was part of a market cycle, so it didn't keep me down. But even so, despite the fact that I did have fun during the bear market, just talking to everybody, learning more, and running this channel and all that stuff, because this is my favorite hobby on the planet. It really is, just running this YouTube channel. It's a lot more fun being in a freaking bull market, because I do have coins that are kind of starting to take off right now, some of them. And it's just neat to see the Spark token doing what it's doing. Let's see what here. I'm gonna hit refresh just in case it. Oh no, I didn't need to. Okay. So Spark token hit another all-time high, $1.53. What the hell is going on here? Like, come on, man. It's more than 3 times the current market price of XRP. But hey, whatever. You know what? I'm getting it for free. Totally cool. I'm not gonna bitch about it. But I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and wrap up there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.